some of you didn't wait till 5 o'clock, but it's always 5 o'clock somewhere. So welcome to Holiday Happy Hour at the Hormel Historic Home. We're kind of partial to H's around here. My name's Holly, and I was not born at Christmas time. I'm stalling so that we can allow more people to join us for this live Facebook event. We wish you were here with us in person. We wish we were having concerts and holiday open houses and craft shows and Santa visits, but as you all know, with COVID, it's just not possible right now, so we can help in slowing the spread of that nasty virus that continues to plague us. So thanks for being here. Tonight we are going to show you a few more spaces decorated in the historic house and the event center. Our team of decorators, which was just 3 people this year, spent, 5-7 full days decorating the first floor of the home, and they did just a wonderful job, and we had hoped that we could have people come in and visit and see it in person, but that's not happening, so we're going to bring it to you in installments, and also offer a fun new holiday drink maybe to add to your repertoire of cocktails. So here we are in the what some historic homes called Nooks and Crannies type tour. We are in the kitchen, but in the back area where the servants' dining room and the back servant stairway is, and I'm going to step out and let Amanda get a close-up view of the beautiful decorations that are back here. Maybe if you've been here before, you don't always look in all the nooks and crannies. So Amanda, let's show them what we did for the holidays on the staircase, and let's give a shout out to our wonderful coworker Luke, who's the one who actually puts all these pieces on the stairs. This was a collection of Department 56 homes that was donated to us. We're very, very grateful that people see us as a valuable site to give their precious collections to when they can no longer really house them in their own spaces. And this is just about half of the donation that we received. Typically it would go all the way up the stairs, but this year we only decorated the first floor, so we just went halfway up with all these special pieces. But you could spend really a lot of time looking at the details on all these homes. So a fun collection. This would have been a stairway that the servants or the staff members would have used to go up to the bedrooms upstairs, which is where they would have resided. We used to keep the door on it so nobody saw it, but we decided to take that door off so people could actually get a look at where the servants would have come up and down to get the home ready for when the Hormel family was awake and ready for whatever it was that they needed. So.
And if you happen to have a second staircase in your house, this is a great idea for use of it at the Christmas time. Because don't we all
have second staircases in our homes? I don't know about that. So, we do know that the Hormel family only had one servant living with them in 1910 and another living with them in 1920. They didn't have a full fleet like Downton Abbey, but there was a call system. We'll show you when we get into the kitchen. There's a call box where a bell could have been activated from the second story to call the staff down to tell them what they would need it, as well as a speaking tube was also in place. So it was common of the era, and the Hormels did treat their staff very well, we feel assured. And this would have been a space where back here where they could have had their private dining, if you will, or just storage, or just a place where maybe Jay Hormel and his friends would have eaten when they came in from playing, baseball or football outdoors and covered in mud. And so Mrs. Hormel might have said, "You guys eat back here tonight," versus in the dining room. So this is what we refer to as the servant's nook, dining nook. It's on an architectural drawing. There's evidence that it might have actually served as a pantry at one time too, but we're not real clear on those details. As we walk into the kitchen now, we're going to greet our guest bartender for this evening. We're very thankful that Shelly agreed to be with us tonight. We're just wanting to all join together in this industry of food and beverage and support each other, and so we invited Shelly to be here tonight and bring us a cocktail and tell us what's happening at the B&J.
Hi, Holly.
Hi.
Thanks for having me. We're really glad to do something. I'm glad to bartend when I haven't bartended in a few weeks. So this is really going to be fun.
Yeah.
So I'm making a holiday mule. This has been really popular in 2019. I thought I would bring it back to life right now in 2020, which is easy to make at home. If you do not have a mule, a copper glass, you can do it in just a normal 12-ounce glass, 16-ounce glass, however much vodka you want to put in there. Yes. So then you would do about 2 parts vodka. Whatever vodka you want to use, obviously. Okay, and then you would take, squeeze a couple limes in there just to get some lime juice. Some people, if you don't have limes and you have lime juice, you can just do a few squirts of lime juice in there also. Then what I'm going to do is, instead of using the rest in here with the ginger beer, I am going to just put like half ginger beer in here, because we are going to fill the rest up with cranberry. Just kind of mixes it up a little bit, giving you the holiday cheer in the red. And then we're going to take some cranberries and we're going to put them actually right in there to give it just, you know, a fun look. You can eat them. I don't like them myself, but I like the look. And then for fun, when we have been working at the B&J, we'll add candy cane.
Candy cane.
Okay.
So it's like candy and fruit and beer and vodka all together.
Yes, it's delicious. And mules are pretty popular at the B&J as, I mean, honestly, when I go to other restaurants too, I see they're popular in a lot of places.
Yeah,
So this is just something new.
You can be real creative with them, it seems.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, very good. Thanks for
Yes,
making that,
no,
Shelly.
you're welcome. Also, I just
tell us about.
I just want to throw out there, during COVID, we are doing some specials, and one of them is Thursday nights, buy one burger, get one half off. This is our Pitmaster, very good, very popular. It's got a tangy barbecue sauce to it with pepper jack, cheddar cheese, and bacon. It's delicious, I'm telling you, but you can do any burger on the menu. Just want to throw that in there.
Awesome.
Okay? Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Shelly, for being here.
Thank you.
So let's take a look at some of the decorations now as we look around the kitchen. What I like about this room is that the decorating team left the attractions or the elements that we already have in place in a lot of ways, and just added greenery and added pretty little elements to it. So you don't have to redecorate your entire home to make it festive and fun at this time of year. One of the fun trees or decoration features here is the citrus Christmas tree. As Amanda zooms in on that, Kim Guzman, who's the lead decorator, took these oranges and sliced them about a 1/4 inch thick and then baked them, I think she said, for 3 or 4 hours at a really low oven, and they just dried, and they actually look like stained glass if you hold them up to the light. I don't know if you can get a look at that or not, but
sorry that I'm moving so fast.
so again, just something you very inexpensively can buy and have in your own home, and then, you know, with a little effort, make it into a decoration. And it was common in the era, the early 1900s, to use things like that around the home for decorating, because they didn't have Hobby Lobby or Joann Fabrics or those kind of places to go to for decorations. On that tree also are the cookie cutter ornaments that they took and turned into glitter. She said, what did she call it? She razzle dazzle, or you know, you just put a little glitter on there and everything looks festive. So spent a lot of time on that. And just pine cones and greenery. This is one of the favorite rooms when people come to visit here. They can really reflect onto their own histories with the stove, the wood burning stove, the ice box. It just really takes people back to maybe what elements their grandparents would have had in the house. Something like that. Here's the call box I was mentioning. So there was a spring activated lever on the 2nd story where a family member could have rang the bell and the staff in here would have known that they were needing something. And there would have also been a speaking tube in here where they would speak into the tube on the 2nd story, and then they could hear it down here. That would have predated the bell system. So modern technology at that time. Also, I'll point out this one piece of art here we did that was, that was done by Tom Hormel. He was one of the grandchildren of George and Lillian. Spent his life as an artist and a music composer and passed away last year. And that picture was donated to us by Bonnie and Tim Reitz. So just like to point out things that are reflective of the Hormel family here that we have. All right. Should we walk into Santa's workshop?
Sure.
All All right.
Some of you may have attended an event that involved Santa here recently. So you may have seen Santa's workshop, but the majority of the public didn't get to this year, so.
Right, with the COVID restrictions, we did not want to give up on some of our things that had become popular and traditional for families. And for 5 years, we've brought a Soup and Santa event to the community for over 300 people. But we knew we would not be able to do that this year, so we decided to create Santa's Workshop and allow families to come in, pre-reserved of course, for their private time with Santa. And we just had a fantastic event. We had to shift from doing it on Saturday, November 21st, to having it on Friday, November 20th, due to the restrictions put in place for the dial-back process. And everybody, I think all but maybe 5 families were able to shift from Saturday to Friday, so it turned out to be fantastic, a beautiful evening, and the kids just had a really nice, enchanting time in here with Santa. You can get up closer to those toy boxes if you want. We had the real life Santa here tonight as our, should we tell him what we call him Creepy Claus at times.
That's a fun little history too that most people probably don't know.
He often lives in a closet upstairs on the 2nd floor, and so when we hear our tourists gasp in startledness, we know that they've opened the door and seen Creepy Claus.
And the doors always say, please do not open.
Yeah.
So it's, a little obvious when they do.
So this was our Santa workshop this year. Hopefully next year we'll be able to have a bigger crowd and maybe still give the one-on-one visits though with Santa, because I think the kids really did enjoy their one-on-one. And this Santa even sang songs, which was unexpected, for me anyway. There's so much to look at in here. The decorations do change absolutely every year. You might have the same elements. We had a candy tree in here last year, but it was the white tree. So it looks completely different when they put a lot of the same ornaments on a green tree. So that's the beauty of what our talented decorators can do, is take a lot of the same things and make it look brand new, so people can come back year after year and see different things. Ready? Yep. All right, now we're just going to walk into the event center. Oftentimes at this point in our season, we'd be the site for holiday events and Christmas parties and family events, and it's pretty quiet right now. But we still did decorate, or I should say the team decorated. This year they put 3 trees in the area versus just 2, and made it just it's just cozy. It's a nice space, very elegant. And they went with the woodland theme because we apparently have a lot of ornaments that reflect nature.
Shocking for Minnesota.
So we have squirrels and owls and a teddy bear and all sorts of different things. They're just amazing at how they put the colors together and the themes together. Here's another one of the quilted fabric ornaments that they have made hundreds of, that are all over all the different trees. They take hours. All right, shall we walk out to the corridor and, we can see the outdoor lights too. We are in the Chambers lighting contest on the business side. So if you are following the route that the Chamber put out for our fun community contest this year, please drive by. We are number 10 on the voting, and you could text if you feel like we have some of the best lights in town. We put a lot out there. It's fun. And this year the weather was so great, it was easier to do it all.
Yeah, it was nice not being so cold.
Yeah.
Although I kind of feel like it's gonna, you know how Minnesota just changes instantly? I kind of have that feeling that like sooner or later it'll come back.
One other way you can be a part of our holiday traditions is through purchasing cranberry cake. If you've ever tried our traditional cranberry cake with warm butter sauce, you know it's fantastic. And we did make cakes this year, or our volunteer did, and then we had to shut down, so we still had cake on hand, and so we are currently selling it, and I believe we're gonna have to make more cakes because we've sold so much. So if you're at all interested in any cranberry cake with warm butter sauce, give us a call or go on our website and order. You can curbside pick up or we will deliver. So that can just add to your holiday tradition as well. We also have our gift shop, George Hormel's autobiography. It started with sausage t-shirts and a few other things that might just be a stocking stuffer or a great gift for someone you know and love.
Awesome.
So, any questions? Next week we hope you'll join us again. Next Friday night at 5 o'clock we will have a bartender, although I'm not sure who, from the Old Mill joining us and talk about some of their cocktail creations as well as what they're doing throughout this holiday season. So join us here again next Friday and we'll look through the dining room and the living room of the historic house. You can see those decorations too.
Awesome. Make sure to give this a like and maybe a comment of how much you loved our video and how inspired you are. And then remember, we also have a YouTube channel, so be sure to subscribe to that.
And make sure to get takeout from the B&J.
Yes.
Yes.
Here's the video. Yes, here, we'll put you back on here.
Yes.
Last time.
Yes, please do.